Here we are, at last the camera's working. It's Sunday evening. We spent most of the day trying to work out quite why it wasn't working. Something to do with the cassette. Anyway, it's working now, and this is the 27th of January in 2008, and this is Outdoors. And actually it's probably worked out quite well because we did a lot of skiing today, followed a group leader who unfortunately smashed herself on the knee coming down a run, and is going to be off skiing for the rest of the week, so now we're on our own. This is the piste that runs outside. It's a bit dark, you see better in the morning, and it's getting a bit worn. There's some very bare patches, so we're hoping they're going to come and dump some snow on it this evening and redo it, as it were. In the meantime, we do have some really quite spectacular sunsets, and with a bit of luck it'll be a bright sunny day in the morning, and should get some good skiing, and the snow's excellent. And that's our ski and scout job. Tuesday morning now, the sun is shining. It wasn't bad actually, was it? I thought it was going to be worse than that. Just think of England. Yeah. So the sun's shining, going down to the bottom here, to the bottom of the bucket, and up the bucket, and off to the left. So having slithered your way down this run here, down to the bottom, pick up the bucket, which has 2 stations, and we're going to go right up to the top, which is where the central bowl is, and here again is our hotel room, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, a couple of itinerants who are with us.
You're being filmed, look your best.
It's not annoying it.
So I'm near the top, and this is the central bowl, with on your left the reds and blues, one of which is quite mogully, and then as you get nearer the end it turns into green, and then up on the right hand side I think they're pretty well all greens. Up the signal chair and down over there, which takes us around the back of the mountain. Up she comes. Now I don't remember doing that yesterday.
This isn't the one we did yesterday, is it?
I think you've come to that conclusion. I think it probably all ends up in the same place.
Surely could.
So you ask yourself, why does everybody go to the left and not go straight on this, which is only a blue? And the answer is probably because you've got to do this first. There's quite a steep bit here. And then it just curves off to the left and goes around the corner. So Janet will demonstrate how to do it.
Yeah.
Piece of cake. quick stop here because there's quite a nice view across the other side.
I take it this is the right run.
Yep, look at this. She won't stop for anything. Alright, same run again. This time I'm going to try, go straight over without stopping. Just my luck to have somebody trying to do a telemark in front of me. I mean, what are the odds on that happening? It really is glorious weather too. It's, the temperature must be just above freezing. It doesn't feel cold. You could virtually ski in a t-shirt. Yeah, it just takes you back up to the top, I think. Starts getting a little bit narrow down here, so it means you have to scrub off speed, because otherwise you'll catch up with people, some of whom will be doing right angle turns across in front of you. And it's jolly difficult to get past, and particularly if you've got a camera in one hand. See what I mean? So what I have to keep moving is when they suddenly slow down and stop, or put in an extra turn you're not expecting. So having come down there, whoosh 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 whoosh, quick skiddy turn up this bank here and into a rather nice rustic cafe, La Bergerie du Villard. Bergerie du Villard. Just about tree level. Nice little blue run, takes you back down from the top of I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, it takes you back down into the centre bowl. Straight to the DMC, wherewith will be found Stuart and the masterclass, and we will come out as experts. Right, this is after the masterclass now, and how to do carving. Well, I'm not sure how that came out because that's the first.
That very well, but I'm trying to think of all the things she told us.
Yeah, so was I, but I was also trying to film at the same time, which probably wasn't such a good idea. Still.
That was super though.
Well, Tuesday dawn's bright and clear, and we're on the Les Clos lift going over towards the scare chair to the region called. Excuse me.
Sorry.
I need a prompt. We're going over the scare chair to the region called.
Ori en Oisin, I think.
Yeah, well, over there. And well, this is all new, isn't it?
Yeah, isn't this the outer port development?
Ah. Yeah, so we're going to go under a tunnel and through the other side, and then down in a ravine. Yeah, they are Paris. The rather strange thing about this chair is that it actually goes underneath the airport runway. This is the Alpe port. It's only used for very small planes, but it does actually get quite a lot of use. So here we're going to go through this tunnel and well,
We're about to go off.
the Huskies.
We're all excited.
In the meantime, we go through the tunnel, jolted about a bit, and then suddenly you come out of the tunnel and, whoa, what's happening? What's going down here? Because what's going down is us, down there. So, apart from going from one side of the valley to the other, you can also get on or off at a middle station. And there's the run that comes down to it. In the meantime, an aeroplane takes off overhead and it whittles its way down here to there. And there's the little run that comes down through the trees. To the mid station. Actually, I'm the wrong side. This is the run coming up here. Somebody's just come off it. And, right, now we're at the far end of Oris en Oisin, and you can't go any further than this. And this is a little green, it isn't marked on the map, called Crocus. But we were rather taken with this particular lift because the lift attendant has thoughtfully planted a little grove of fir twigs by the side of the top, each side. Nice touch, we thought. So through the trees, down Crocus. So today is strictly practicing our turns, carving turns, with the newly acquired skills from the masterclass of yesterday, which is really a question of taking your ski and just turning it up on edge, and eventually it just comes round by itself. And now turn the left one up on edge and round we go. Right one up on edge, round we go. Left one up on edge. Leaning forward, make sure you've got pressure at the front of the boot. And whoosh. Up on edge on the left, up on edge now on the right, round she comes. Right round the big arc. Oh hell, now where do we go? I think we go off down there. Yeah, still on Crocus. Yes, this is a whole new world to us, this carving. But it is less effort. None of this standing up and extending and... Ah, good. Always like to see a snowboarder go over. The greens are lovely over here. But all the runs are lovely, there's virtually nobody on them. Yeah. I'll be honest, I'm not sure how that came out at all.
Well, I don't know, is it worth trying here?
It would be if I could see what was happening in the lens.
Yeah.
Keep it rolling. Ah, right, that's why we couldn't find him. He's accompanying the walking wounded.
I want to go and back on the chalet.
Well, we're all going back to Alpe, so it's up to you. I'm just saying there's going to be a gang of us all going back.
Well, we're going to set off now.
Okay.
Elaine's going back now on the chairs, back to across the scare chair and back to Alpe d'Huez, and down it stay at the bottom. I'm going to try this red. I haven't done this one for 10 years, and I'm not going to film it all the way down. Thank you. Wednesday morning now. As you can see, it's a bit cloudy this morning. A little bit of snow forecast, but not enough to make a significant difference. We've just come down a tricky red. We're on a blue, and we're going to an area where there's quite a lot of blues, so it should be quite pleasant skiing. But the visibility is not so clever because you can't really see the edge of the snow. So we've just come up from Onze-en-Oisson, up there in a little gondola. Then there's a great big gondola comes up from Beaugenay. This is something they paid for with hydroelectric money a good few years ago. I suppose they thought it was a good investment because otherwise they're a valley stuck in the middle of nowhere. But it's quite a monster. Anyway, we're going off down this blue here called Chalet. It's swinging gently in the breeze. Actually, there isn't a breeze, it's just swinging. Okay. And we're off.